Three, two, one. Collar grip, and I'm kind of gripping up by the trap of the shoulder, and then I'm bringing my right elbow in towards my right hip, and at the same time with this hook grip on his right sleeve, I'm trying to bring his elbow from the outside of my hip to the inside here, and now I start to walk my feet up here, and it's going to make the armbar a lot easier. So basically when I get my legs into the high guard, it allows me to start using my hands for like breaking grips, setting up submissions, creating an angle, and my legs are controlling this posture. And I'm always like trying to basically look for connection with my heel down to his spine here, and I'm pinching my knees tight. So if Shane tries to posture up, it's not impossible, but it's going to be a struggle. So once we feed the arm across, my left hand goes over his right arm, and then my right hand goes inside. My main goal here to stop a wild swing is to try and get my head as close as I can to his knee. So now we have a 90-degree angle. So I'm also pushing his weight onto his right side to make it easy for me to slip my leg around. Alright, so it's going to be a tight armbar. Knees are pinched tight. Really important to stop Shane getting his chest over my chest. So if you start sacking me here, how we stop this is if you go back. I use my cross-face leg. I put my heel down to the floor and then turning it out. Shane tries to posture up. It's very hard, and then we go into our armbar. So again, breaking the posture, hook grip, bringing the elbow inside. Once the elbow comes inside our hip, we open up our legs, keep our knees nice and tight, and we walk our feet up top here. And I'm back heeling my heels down to the spine. I then let go of the cross collar grip. Left hand goes through and I lock it in on my hip. And then what I do is I look to get like a scoop grip on the leg, and I get my head as close as I can to the knee as possible. Now it's really easy for me to put the weight onto the right side and then just bring my left leg over. We pinch our knees tight. With the cross-face leg, we pinch our knees, heel goes down, and then we turn it out towards his head. If I go wrist deep, it's easy for Shane just to sprawl his left leg back, and then I don't get that angle. Whereas if I can start with my hand, get to my wrist, and then eventually get to my elbow, if Shane tries to sprawl, it's very hard. So when I unlock my legs to put my leg over Shane's head, I push to make space. And watch when I unlock my legs, I keep my knees pinched tight and I turn here. Then I bring my left leg over. Here. The grip that Shane takes is basically where he puts this arm underneath to protect it, because this is the one that I want to attack. I go elbow deep, not wrist deep, because there's a chance he can slip his arm out. So I lock it in on my hip, lean towards his legs, and then with the palm of my hand, when I take the slack out of the arm, I pop the elbow. We go 2 on 1, bring the arm into the hard part of your hip, we bridge up and then pull down to get the finish. I want to keep my hips as close as I can to his shoulder, because the further my hips go away from the shoulder, the more chance of him pulling his elbow to the floor than escaping. So hips in nice and tight. I have the same grip, so I lock it in on my hip and I fall to my right side. I'm allowed to cross my feet here. Alright, so this is the most important one, so I'm going to protect that by putting my right leg over my left. Always pinching these knees. I bring my head towards his knee, and then we're just going to take the slack out of the arm, and I just pop, and then we can go into our finish. So the finish is going to be grab the wrist, grab the hand, hips come up, and then I'm going to put his arm in the hard part of my hip to get the finish. So you don't want to kind of pull down on the arm random, put it into the hard part of your hip. Here, hips come up, and then we pull down.